Hey, everybody, it's Keith, Tom, and Connor from the Mean Boys Podcast.
What? Yeah, were you Rick Ross about to start a freestyle? Oh, dude.
Mean Boys.
Let me turn down my headphones before you do that. Jesus Christ.
Delicious audio.
Tom is freshly shaved and kind of looks like a flesh-colored Grimace.
Oh, yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, you look like the tan crayon. Your big
Like it's been worn down for a while.
Yeah, because it's been in a retarded child's mouth. So this is the podcast.
This was a great episode. We had Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon from the Irish Goodbye podcast over on Gas Digital. Give that a listen.
Yeah, and Brendan Sagalow.
And Amy Schumer.
Of being irrelevant fame.
Yeah, Brendan Sagalow of getting bumped by Amy Schumer. Notoriety.
Yeah, we didn't really discuss it. I mean, it's been covered.
Pretty over it.
Yeah. He's
real funny, though.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah. I mean, Amy Schumer funny, I don't know, but he's good.
This is a fun show. Our first episode was 6 people, so it gets pretty chaotic, but it's a good time.
Yeah, guys, we had to borrow equipment from Kyle Clark to do this.
Yeah.
And do you know how hard it was for us to ask Kyle to do us a much more successful podcast a favor?
Yeah.
I mean, we felt really guilty about it, but I'll be goddamned if I'm setting aside $70 to buy my own H6 capsule.
Yeah,
so.
it was like bumming a smoke from the Vietnam vet amputee in front of the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, and then riding away on a bird scooter. So leave us a review on iTunes. We're only 88 reviews away from interviewing Keith's mother.
That seems appropriate.
Yeah, I didn't even put that together. Eighth letter of the alphabet, HHH, Heil Hitler. It's a neo-Nazi number. Look out for it on usernames of people that you might try to fuck on an app so you don't accidentally go on a date with a racist. Anyway, this guy... Right.
Or they were just born in 1988.
That could be the case.
For a long time,
if my math is correct, there's only a 1 in 2018 chance that they were born in 1988. Pretty sure I'm correct with the math on that one.
What?
No, yeah. There's been 200 and 2018 years.
200 and 2008.
Yeah.
That's already wrong. There's been more than 2018 years.
Not in my Bible, I'll tell you that.
Why do you think it's called After Christ?
It's not.
Because before that, there was
that's
nothing.
all after death.
Yeah, that's not it.
Anno Domini.
Yeah, you got it.
Anyway, 88 more reviews, so Keith's mom gets to talk at us.
So this guy writes, actually funny, 5 stars.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah, these guys and their guests are as good or better than some of the big comedians podcasts. The Mexican joke off is always fantastic. I like that he wrote this like my mom. Like, you're really a lot better than some of the big comedians in quotation marks.
Take a hike, Marin.
I like when Joey doesn't know how to use air quotes on Friends and he does them closer together.
Yeah.
This is the only funny thing that ever happened on Friends, except for the monkey, who honestly got typecast but from his the time on that show, and I hope that Gunther's doing well. We have a Patreon if this is not enough for you, which, I mean, how could it be? So
$5 gets you access to bonus content. We do a bonus episode every week. They range from us talking about our childhood to us having full-on mental collapses.
It's if you want to get like the inside dirt on with my latest sexual insecurities, you got that's behind the paywall, baby.
Yeah, that's where we hide the dirt.
Oh, and $10 a month, goddamn, you get yourself a little goodie in the mail. And this month, I've made us some Jean-Claude Van Damme Academy bumper stickers. So if
they rule so hard,
if your child is an honor student at the Jean-Claude Van Damme Academy, I like that, Tom. This is your entire business of your life is us monetizing the most humiliating thing. Not only did you not get into the school, but you remembered something about it wrong because you were a child, and then now I'm sending one to hundreds of people.
Oh, I got to send one to the Van Damme Academy.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
Well, yeah, I will absolutely do that.
Yes. Yeah, we're 100% doing that.
Dude, I will, I'll say that offline.
Offline.
Yes.
You'll send it into a tin can tied to a string.
Yeah, I'll say that IRL. And then fill out our tour sheet because we love going on tour and meeting you guys, hanging out, getting into wacky shenanigans. We're always kicking it at the diners afterwards with a bunch of creepy dudes.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I love every second of it. So go fill that motherfucker out. It's in our Twitter bio. It's in the show notes. And, go do that. Let us know the closest major city you want to come see a show in, how many friends you have, and whether or not we can sleep on your couch. And we'll plan a stop in your town soon.
Speaking of tours, if you're in the Pacific Northwest...
Speaking of tours.
Orcs. I don't know.
We'll be in the Pacific Northwest the first 2 weeks of August. Seattle, Portland, Bellingham, fucking Eugene. We're going to be all over the place.
Yeah, including some live Mean Boys events featuring the one and only Timothy Gossipy.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying up to...
You looked around like you're like, who?
I'm featured now?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Continue. We're gonna be in the northwestern part of the United States, and I will be at the live Mean Boys shows.
Tom shaved off his beard, so now he usually scratches his beard while he's thinking of something dumb to say, and now he's taken to rubbing his entire head.
It feels so good to rub my head.
You look like you're trying to summon a genie out of your fucking skull.
You look like just fucking the Sinead O'Connor moisturizing.
It feels so good. Everyone, please ask before you touch my head.
Wow. Yep. Tom's head has vampire rules. You got to be invited to enter.
That was a very important lesson on.
Oh yeah, and let me just go ahead and say that also applies to Opie. All right, I haven't spoken to him about it, but I can't imagine. I actually have never touched Opie's hair. You know why? Because I'm a good white person.
Oh, I've touched it.
I'm one of the good ones.
It's pretty cool.
I've never touched it.
It's super cool.
Have I been waiting for him to fall asleep with his door unlocked? Do I check every single night? Yes. But one day he'll slip up, and then that's when I strike.
Am I quietly Shawshanking a hole in the wall?
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Jump on the Reddit.
Yeah, jump on the subreddit. Enjoy such scintillating discussions as Connor, please stop burping into the microphone.
Yes, thank you.
What kind of swords do you guys all have?
Which I think is our most populated thread.
Then there's like, you guys like books? It's a lot of fun.
What I've learned about our subreddit fans is they're all very literate sword enthusiasts.
And you know what? Go in there, start radicalizing people. All right, the fucking tools are at your disposal. Share a couple of Jordan Peterson videos. Okay.
Hey, don't do that.
I want to be on Medium.com by the next episode drop.
I will nuke this community before we become those people.
Yeah, well, you already use our bathroom, so we will survive it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
With your irradiated bowels. Yo, you got a tramp stamp of a hazmat symbol, my dude. Your poops are gross.
Yeah, you got it.
But other than that, all you got to do now is sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode with 2 mics and a dyke. Which is what I'm calling our guest,
episode title.
Guest, Amy Schumer.
Niggas are mean, niggas are mean, niggas are mean. Niggas are mean, niggas are mean, niggas are mean.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Mean Boys Podcast. When you die, you're not even going to trend. My name's Connor McSpadden.
I'm Keith Carey.
I'm Tom Goss.
And we're
the Three Stooges of date rape. You guys do look like you're going to move a piano and then menace a woman in an alley.
How did you know my TV pitch?
Yeah, dude, we know the gas digital business model.
Yeah.
No girls allowed.
Start shit with opinionated woman and then wait for the factory workers of America to run to your side.
There you go.
That's written on the banner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Latin beneath the fucking your clip art logo, where a guy is fucking shooting himself in the head with a gas pump, I guess.
Sig Semper, Puerto Rican saying the N-word.
Yeah, where it's like during the marketing meeting, they're like, no, could this be edgier? What if we incorporated suicide into the iconography?
The day we got booked on Skankfest, we're just shitting on Gas Digital immediately.
Well, because you're a bunch of stupid ass clowns, and you all think you're MMA fighters, and I hate you.
This is also the 8th day of our trip, so this is like when a joke of that mag, I'm ready to fucking throw down.
Yeah.
God, if this is the one where Connor finally gets punched.
Damn, man, this guy's watched so many YouTube videos about jiu-jitsu. My ass.
I'll have you know I don't.
Dude,
Instagram.
This guy's been blocked by so many staff writers for reductress. He's really hardcore.
The funniest part is Tom definitely looks way more like he's part of this crew than our crew.
Yeah, black T-shirts. Oh,
Yeah, he's an exchange student from Mookville.
Mookville.
Yeah. Fucking thanks for coming on the program, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Tell us about the Irish Goodbye podcast.
Yes, tell us.
Which is the
Brendan's not on it, but he.
podcast.
Yeah.
He was, but Amy Schumer took his spot.
Oh, you're Schumer?
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
One more person brings up Schumer. It's only been a month, and I think I've heard that word Schumer like 17,000 times.
Man.
Well, you remember when Taylor Swift put out that tweet and she's like, "I never wanted to be a part of this story, and I haven't since 1 month ago." You know?
Yeah. I mean, you can't be surprised people keep bringing it up, though, right?
Considering
No, of
it's
course
literally
not.
the only reason that people know people.
Yeah.
It is for sure the only reason we said, sure, bring Brendan.
I mean, you guys, the bump you guys are gonna get.
I mean, we're going to get a dozen of new listeners.
What you're doing is like when Monica Lewinsky was like, "I'll come on the show, but I just want to talk about my line of handbags." Just tell the fucking.
I know, you're right.
Tell the story about when you got fucked.
100% right.
You ginger ape.
That stage talk by Hollywood Fat Princess. People are going to want to talk about
You
this.
just call her Hollywood Fat Princess.
Yeah, well, when that happened, I made the mistake of going.
Whoa, don't take Keith's AOL username away from me like that.
I made the mistake when it happened of going on like Reddit and 4chan and everything. And
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
They were all just like, they're both fat pigs. They should die.
I like they couldn't even let you have it. They're like, we hate her, but also you're still fat.
Yeah, they have to bring it up.
Yeah, and then it's someone writes the think piece like, actually, Amy Schumer is a thin woman. The guy's still fat for sure.
yeah.
You
That would be fun if you came out with some sort of thing celebrating your curves. You should have done an entire campaign.
Oh yeah, dude, Brendan
nothing to
celebrate. Your boy's pretty or whatever.
Yeah, Brendan Sagalow. Brendan Sagalow presents "Trying to Keep My Zipper from Exploding."
Brendan Husky Man Bustier.
Yeah.
Brendan Sagalow in the Ken movie coming soon to development hell after everyone gets their fucking internet
And as
panties
a
in a bunch.
divorced father.
God, is there a more unfortunate last name for a fat dude than Sagalow?
Yeah, of course.
Sagalow, sweet cherry.
Of course there is.
and I
And
said-
Sagalow is a bad name for a fat guy, but I think it's a bad name for a skinny person.
Yeah, I say it from a sympathetic place.
Yeah,
like that
Duffy is a terrible fat.
Duffy just sounds like it's
Duffy.
just a mouthful of loose caramels.
Yeah,
I just found that. I just realized you have like a classic car tattooed on your arm. That better have belonged to a dead relative or
my
something.
father killed
also-
himself in it.
That's actually
really?
Guy Fieri's
No, not
car.
really. I just wanted to see what would happen if
It just says donkey
when I
sauce
said
on the side.
Yeah, it's an ice cream car.
Also, he doesn't know what car that is.
I just didn't know Flavor
What
Town
kind
had a
of car?
wiener
It's
mobile.
green.
Ford Thunderbird.
What year?
64, I think.
You shouldn't be guessing.
Also, I asked him when he was getting that. And I said,
do
"What is it?"
know
He goes, "I don't know."
That's not a Thunderbird because there's not a puppet driving it. That's a Thunderbird joke, everybody. That's one for my dad.
That is an insane reference for no one.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that
It is a show about puppets that had like spaceships and shit from the 70s or something.
That was from your first life as a vampire?
Yeah. Before I hit the Lazarus pit and really just hit the reset button on my whole life. So yeah, what's your fucking dumb podcast or whatever?
We do the Irish Goodbye podcast, a storytelling podcast mostly about talking about being too drunk and too stoned and us embarrassing ourselves in public.
Perfect trip for that.
Yeah, it's just
that
basically
sounds
been
right.
that. Yeah.
Have you guys getting any bullshit while you've been here?
We bought one of those now illegal edibles. So it was legal last night, 1,000 milligrams, and then today they said they're taking them off the shelves. And
Yeah,
after last
July
night's,
1st.
dude, we took a
happening, I
corner
agree
of
with
it,
their
and
decision.
we were not supposed to be in public.
We took a corner of it, went out to dinner, drank,
We
went to the
a
store,
gay Mexican
Right.
restaurant.
woke up, still stoned.
Did you say a gay Mexican restaurant?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we went. We went to a gay Mexican
It was just a Mexican restaurant in West Hollywood, so
Yeah.
a gay Mexican.
You were just at a Chipotle.
Yeah.
Dealing with some eternal shit.
Yeah, we were just at your gay gas station getting some gay 7-Up. Is this you guys' first trip to L.A., or have you guys been out here before?
No, we've been out.
Well, Feeney
been out a
came out.
few times.
I met Mike when he came out to do a roast battle. He fought Anna.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, any what's your overall Ted? Let's do a little East Coast, West Coast impressions, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
That seems like the kind of boring shit people want to hear. So, you guys have anything you like about LA, don't like about LA?
I think it's spread out a little too much for my liking. I feel like if I lived here, I'd be isolated and alone and sadder.
Oh,
than
yeah,
usual.
yes, yeah. Because it's like, I mean, you know, I should like be social, but it's like 15 minutes. I mean, you know,
and being sad in New York is the best because you can always look outside and being like, oh, I shouldn't be out there anyway. But in LA, there's like this beautiful option, and you're sad inside.
There is nothing like weirder than being depressed near the beach.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck me. What is my
Yeah.
excuse?
Dude, I was in a psych ward that had.
Do you know how hard it is to brood underneath the palm tree?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it was such a bummer.
You're watching somebody boogie board through bars?
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's bulletproof glass on the other side. I'm looking through. I'm like, okay, yeah.
You went to fucking the Passages Malibu for retards or whatever.
It was it was in Orange County. It was just like, cool. I see all these hot people and they're all happy, and I just kind of like they didn't have curtain options because they don't want you to fucking hang yourself with them. So it's just like, I guess I'm just staring at asses from a half mile away.
They can't even things that they get rid of when you go into a psych ward. They're like, you can't have shoelaces.
Let's peel this back.
Yeah.
I've never been to a psych ward. I'm
thought we were
very
gonna fucking
normal.
bond.
No.
No, he's just judging you.
You would think the psych ward would have shutters at least, you know?
No, they want you.
Maybe blinds?
They want you to be in the sun, so everyone just hangs out in the kitchen.
Yeah, because that's what's really causing all your problems. No vitamin D.
Really just seems like they're lowering the property value of this beach. You're trying to have a good time at the beach, and you look over, and there's Tom just glaring out a window at you.
Oh, you can't see it from where you're at.
Yeah, there's nothing better than playing volleyball where a person with 1,000-yard stare is fucking looking at you.
Yeah.
Weeping, eating a pudding cup.
Oh, no one.
Yeah, you're just cutting your wrist with a plastic spoon, just staring out into them.
Oh, that is so much realer than you think. I have a story about stealing spoons. They take your fucking silverware away.
Yeah, well, they tried to. Not on Tommy Goss's watch.
that was my fucking Braveheart moment.
Yeah, you Christopher Walken a bunch of fucking barbecue cookware so you can fight back against the man.
So you could start a moonshine band.
Just so I could eat pudding more conventionally. That was really.
You only need one spoon.
Yeah, but
this was
a
before,
statement.
You just have one
Maybe
coming
two
out of
if
your
you're like
forearm.
you're
This was
putting
before.
a
No,
kimbo.
this was before he started drinking it with a boba straw, which is where he's at now.
This is also mental hospital pudding, so you'd put the plastic spoon to dissolve like acid.
Oh yeah, like the Who Framed Roger Rabbit pudding.
Where are you getting your information?
I'm making it up. Obviously.
Psych hospital pudding.
I have no
is the
idea
best
what I'm
pudding.
talking
That's
about.
not a Firebird. Pudding is not acid.
You're talking about hot. That's the best pudding. That's like when people are like, nothing better than a hot dog and a baseball. It's still a fucking hot dog.
No,
it's just a
nothing
regular hot
tops
dog.
psych ward pudding.
Really?
Nothing.
It's because there's Ativan in it.
Yeah.
Because they don't
It's all
trust
the
you to-
lithium.
They don't trust you to
get
take
numb
it.
for some reason.
Yeah, I'm sure it's filled with something.
That's like a dog who's like, there's nothing better than vet cheese. Well, yeah, it's full of oxycodone, Scruffy.
I just picture them handing the meds to every other patient and then drugging you like a rhino. Like they just like a wad of loose meat with a pill just wedged in the center.
No, that was the case. I've actually never been booty juice, surprisingly enough.
Booty juice is when you were spazzing out and they'd stick you in the butt with some sedatives.
They get a bunch of the smallest, shortest fucking nurses that come and tackle you, and then they have they fucking. Yeah,
I imagine they look. You know when like
stab
a really small Mexican woman just looks like a fighting Pokemon. You know, where it's just like, oh man, I'm getting an IV set by a Hitmonchan right now.
I thought Booty Juice was the name of the gay Mexican restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Don't drink the water.
Dude, have you had the carne asada fries at Booty Juice?
Yeah.
I've taken Seroquel before.
I'm sorry, dude. I've been on that.
I wasn't prescribed. I just took it because my
Oh,
friend
you
was.
fucking idiot! I'm not sorry anymore.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
would you do
Oh,
that?
sorry, he just has a problem.
I took it and drank
yeah.
like 6 beers and was like, I mean, I'm glad I didn't die, but I was like pulling fucking pictures off the wall and shit. I was out of my mind.
Yeah, could you even walk? If
You had like a Catwoman breakdown. I started sewing. You know,
I just cut my dick off like I'm in Wu-Tang.
I put on all the
about
worst
that guy.
Prince songs. You know, and I just spazzed out. Oh yeah, Wu-Tang, the Killer Bees with no dick, Killer D's, if you will.
Who was that chopped his dick off?
I don't know.
It was like some loosely affiliated Wu-Tang. It was like a Wu-Tang house representative.
It was in their
Like, no,
Pennsylvania charter.
It's like it's one of those like he's an honorary globetrotter, all right.
Yeah, he's the towel boy for the Wu-Tang clan.
Yeah. Well, guys, fucking thanks for coming in. I think we're all fired up. What do you say we get into the old Mexican joke off?
Let's do it.
I'll take us away this week. A family of 11 people were found hanged to death outside of New Delhi. When he heard the news, Keith Carey asked, "So is that New Delhi still open, or what's the deal?"
You fucking clown shoes piece of shit.
Hey, fuck you for being fat. All right, this is how I motivate you to
Fair point.
emotionally eat, so I can continue to write material by the third.
I know. Just every time I lose a pound, I see you just get real scared. You're gonna have to come up with a new punchline.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just keep booking Pat Barber Barker for the show.
We got fatties on rotation.
Yeah.
Five people.
Now I know why you invited Brendan. This is it.
We always have to have another one to take it off of us.
Well, because it gets stale, and God help me if I'm going to come up with a new angle. All right.
Yeah.
The fat man is a 360-degree target for the comedy.
Yeah,
That's
but if
really...
it's stale, Keith will still eat it. So.
There it is. I just let that hang in the air, knowing one of you would grab it.
Yeah. Those New York podcasters are so edgy with their fucking vaudeville bread jokes. Man, you guys are so hardcore.
You just made a deli joke.
Yeah, but it was a good
Mine was
one.
about cold cuts. God damn it!
Yeah, dude, mine
It's a
was.
pastrami joke. I'm an artist.
Hey, pardon me for doing a little wry humor. Am I right, guys?
Fuck out of house.
Yeah, you get out of your house if you can fit. Hey, we're joking here.
5 people were killed and 3 injured when a shooter opened fire on a Maryland newspaper office. Authorities are calling it a dark day for journalism, but a pretty chill day for Baltimore.
Yeah, the grading on a curve. Yeah, you know.
A Down syndrome man has created a successful sock business, finally proving that fashion is for retards. Oh, shit.
I love that you didn't say a man with Down syndrome. A Down syndrome man. Like a terrible superhero.
Change your face.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta be
Said the jokes.
Blah, 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 blah.
Some guy got all downsed up and did a fashion.
A Down syndrome man wrote a joke. Me and Brendan are married now.
You guys got to buy yourself a Coke, a regular Coke, not a Diet Coke. Certainly not.
Diet Coke sucks.
Yeah, dude.
I like that Coke. Why did I feel the need to defend it? You're up, Mike.
I'm up.
Yeah.
A proposal which would make Texas the 5th state in the U.S. to legalize recreational marijuana use was approved in a bipartisan panel vote. To celebrate, lawmakers lit a joint using the hot muzzle of an AR-15.
Yeah, dude.
Not bad.
At this.
No, it's okay.
That was like too
good.
good.
You guys are story. That was
We were all overwhelmed by your talent.
I'm trying to support my
I'm
friends.
trying to digest this. People in Texas like
We don't
guns
support
joke.
friends here.
Look, we're going to be down here waiting for deli jokes.
Complicated. And also a dated one.
Well, yeah. While you're doing your racist podcast, you're moonlighting for the New Yorker. With
You have not heard our show.
You didn't let me finish. I said it was too good.
Of course, nobody
for a
has.
man with
You have
Down
the least
syndrome.
successful show on the Gas Digital Network.
Disagree. Yeah.
A network
Lisa
that
Ann's is
I was
far
about to
worse.
say. I was about to bring up Lisa Ann, but you know I don't consider porn stars people. All right, they're swine and they'll burn in hell.
Well, that's probably going to get us rehired for that Pornhub gig.
That's how we got the gig.
That's a good point.
We've been slut shaming for 2.5 years to get those $650.
Hey,
outside the
sluts,
Circus
I like
Circus.
you. Hire me.
Yeah.
We actually were supposed to do her podcast when we were out here, but she went to Australia for like the great fuck off or whatever it is. It's like some porn expo thing.
The great Aussie fuck off. It's a bit stale.
Yeah, get a
No,
little,
Eric
We've
Keith
got
still
one
eat it.
vagina
yeah,
and
get a little
27
roux in
cocks.
there. Yeah.
Oh my God, there's just a littler porn star in her pouch.
Oh shit.
We flush steel bones in the toilet
You know who's
backwards.
got good dick? Koalas.
That's how you got ass Akira through customs.
Saudi Arabia has agreed to let women drive. No one knows if the women are happy about it since they're still not allowed to have opinions.
They're still their Mortal Kombat headgear on.
Oh yeah.
Doing a lot of eyebrow reading.
That's what I want. The traffic with ninjas. Oh boy, is there a Naruto convention going on? I'm just trying to go to the clit mutilation depot.
Okay. A 29-year-old teacher in California was arrested for having relations with a 16-year-old boy and using cannabis to coax him into sex. She told the young man, "You know what's good for munchies? My ass."
All of his are going to be like that.
That's what we're looking for.
All right, guys. A man was arrested after his DNA traced him back to a samurai sword used to behead a woman. He was charged with 1 count of domestic violence murder in the 2nd degree and 2 counts of being a gay-ass nerd. Dude, yeah, how much of a weeboo do you have to be to do samurai crime, you know?
That's pretty lame.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're rescuing the Gimp from Pulp Fiction, I feel like that's pretty weak move.
Well, you know, if you're the kind of guy who has a samurai sword and is committing a crime with it, at some point during the crime, you were like, I'm like Deadpool.
And also you have no hair probably, right? Just that horseshoe ponytail combo thing.
Yeah, you're going bald since
Yeah.
15.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like how atrophied are your muscles where your own male fists aren't enough, okay? Did Louis J. Gomez teach you nothing listening on his 45 podcasts about domestic abuse. It's only $6.99. I got to figure that's at least as much as the samurai sword.
Discount code with IGP.
Merch pump.
Yeah.
I've had to throw out so many samurai tools in my life. It's ridiculous. I'd go up to Lake George for summers and come back with like 8 throwing stars and a knife. And my mom's just like,
threw them away?
Yeah, my mom would immediately get rid of them.
Oh, man. Your mom sounds like a real bitch.
People keep giving Tom swords on the road. Like,
I
that's
never had swords before I started doing this podcast.
He's been giving
Currently, the most commented on thread in our subreddit is people talking about what kind of swords they have.
It's a pretty big bummer when we realized our fan base is exactly what we thought.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh,
Sword-toting.
Well, there's my buddy Ryan talking about his cold steel Italian broadsword. Awesome.
It is fun when you find out your audience isn't who you think you are.
Yeah. Oh, fuck,
who
am
you
I a
really
sword
are.
guy? I just look in the mirror, all of a sudden I'm wearing a trench coat and one of those button-up Dragon Ball Z t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
No!
But it's like Vegeta. Yeah.
Like a shallow house scenario.
The Cheeto tuxedo, as I called him.
That's real good. A man rigged a camera to his shoe to take upskirt videos of women, but was then injured when the camera exploded on his foot. In related news, congratulations to Harvey Weinstein on his new job as CEO of the Acme Corporation. I guess the guy's
That's hilarious.
Like the guy's foot exploded, and then he was like at his house while he was building it. He was so embarrassed he just went and turned himself into the police.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
painted
man.
a wall.
That's
and then
fucking
walked through
awesome.
it.
exactly.
Yeah,
so
I'm
bad.
drilling a hole in my Doc Martens to add a GoPro.
Dude, when I worked at Disneyland for like 4 years, and one time like some lady ran out of the bathroom and was like,
You were Mrs. Teacup?
Hey.
"Fuck you."
Hey, dude, quiet,
Chip.
Quiet, you or Mrs. Teacup's going to come through the rest of this podcast.
No, but this lady runs out of the bathroom. It's like, yeah, there's a guy in there with a mirror taped to his shoe, just looking at people pee. I'm like, oh, all right.
And you're like, the ghost of Chubby Checker?
I was like, do you want me to beat him up? Like, I don't know. I called security, and they're like, oh, gross. Never came out.
Yeah.
You
All
leaned
right.
into the bathroom.
I wear disco boots, so I see pussy the way a fly does.
Yeah.
A bear stole a box of donuts from a North Carolina garage. Now all he has to do is swear an oath and kill a black kid to become a cop.
The A to Z journey, every one of your jokes. It's so baffling.
Yeah. It's always like, okay.
It's like when you can see a kid was trying to draw a fire truck.
Yeah.
Right.
He knows the ending, but how to get there is a mystery.
Oh, I have,
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know the ending either.
Yeah.
I know the beginning, and then the rest is for you to either understand or not understand.
I know it's
but,
the color red. That's about it on the fire truck. That's
You write jokes like a Tarantino movie. Unfortunately, the movie is death proof.
I don't know that film.
I think that was
Exactly,
the joke.
yeah.
All right.
Donald
Thank
Trump signed an executive order to release detained immigrant children from their jail-like enclosures. He reassured the GOP that he was not going soft on borders. He said these new cage-free children are going to be a bit more expensive, but healthier to fuck.
That's been my theory about politics for a long time. It's like, oh, you want to be a senator, do you? Well, you got to fuck a kid in front of this, the green screen, like casting couch, and they're just like, we're just going to file that over here in case you start coming at the banks, big guy.
I and several thousand YouTube videos don't disagree with you. Also, they have said that the reason the initial undocumented stuff with the kids is because they're trying to just funnel them into a sex trade.
Oh, jeez.
So that was that's a conspiracy that they're like this whole thing was just to repopulate the tan kid catalog.
Kind of backfired though, right? If it's on national news,
Now it's a
every
whole thing.
yeah.
There's like, the whole crop.
Every goddamn
Tell me
one.
one of their names.
Every single one.
I'm gonna guess Juan.
Yeah.
If there's a one name.
Yeah. If there's
You said the kid sex catalog. I'm imagining like the J. Peterman sex catalog with like these like, flowery introductions. Like Pedro is a summertime pool boy, and you're naughty fucking
for when you're feeling crass,
He works
you want to
his
break
summers gripping carrots out of the earth, so he will grip that dick perfect.
If you're looking for something in a tear-stained Aquarius, why not Jorge?
If only the most calloused of fingers can reach your battered prostate. Look no further than Sergio.
For Nino Pasión.
He's just happy to be here.
Having a más o menos day.
Yeah.
Well,
Hell yeah. Damn, dude, you've been brushing up on your gay Spanish.
He visits a lot of
we were at
urinals.
that restaurant.
Yeah.
He's the one ordering
just read
Spanish
the
and
walls.
booty juice, being a real arrogant dick about it.
You're like, wait, what? Burrito Marius? I didn't know they even had it.
Yo soy faggot. Just you and me.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Thank you for slamming the emergency brake on that riff.
Yeah, right on the highway.
I wanted more monologue jokes to keep going.
Yeah, you're really sullying the good name of the Breakout series at Caroline's. You're breaking out of a Laffy Taffy wrapper.
Yeah, he's breaking through a wall with Kool-Aid. No,
You're fat. It's so nice.
It's a real problem.
We're gonna have a kettle off here.
Yeah, you're really fucked up because there's supposed to be two fat ones to gang up on the mildly good-looking one, and you've really blown the formula.
yeah.
We have the world's least competitive game of 3-on-3 basketball.
Somehow Brendan tipped the scales yet again.
No, Brendan is the basketball.
He is orange and round.
This is a bizarro.
And you guys are the alt-right monstars.
This is a bizarro meme.
Tunes will not replace us.
All right, these are going to get worse. The U.S. men's soccer team have offered their support in the search for 12 soccer players who went missing in Thailand. Police believe they will all be a big help considering they are well-versed in not showing up.
I don't get it.
I'm going to take a
I got it.
bet that soccer, that sports is not the forte of the three of you. If I had to guess,
That just sounds like an actual story. It doesn't even sound like a joke.
Here's what
See, the U.S. men's soccer
what
team.
you're going to want to do is stick to pussy and slurs.
Yep.
Actually, that's going to be great for the next one.
Okay. A deaf puppy in Alabama was saved after falling down a 50-foot hole. After the 30-hour operation, the puppy thanked the rescuers by saying, "Bow wow."
You moved closer to the mic to not say anything, just to make the silence audible.
I really enjoyed that.
That's a funny joke.
I straight up don't get it. But I can't give you shit because all of.
How did deaf
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed the deaf
I
part.
thought it was a joke about him, and we were doing a retard voice again.
Well, I thought you said death. I was like, that's a weird. Okay. It's on me. Everything's on me.
Fell down a pit of despair. No, one of the great moments of my life was when my buddy Brandon threw up on his deaf cat who didn't know that it was coming, and cat was just sitting there, and he just barfs all over him. And then he's trying to clean his cat while making it shut up so his mom doesn't wake up at a sleepover.
My favorite moment is still when you try to gently toss a puppy off the couch, and you just kind of aggressively threw it into a fucking ottoman.
I threw this dog, and
It was like one of the Iraqi soldiers.
yeah.
Off a mountain.
It hit like the corner of a table. And they're like, just throw the dog off, and I was like, all right, and I just bonked. Like,
Yeah, they meant gently shove it. Don't fucking
Head
softball
first
pitch
into
it.
a corner.
Yeah. All right, guys. The Air Force has cut the standard pilot training program by 5 weeks. Military activists are outright saying the volleyball intensive is a core tenet of the armed services.
This one's really stupid. A woman rode a foam paddleboard all the way from Cuba to Florida. She was then apprehended by Boogie Border Patrol.
That is a Sagalow joke if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Dude,
You mean
Boogie-
a good one, you piece of
That'd be
shit?
great if that's like if they did Reno 911, but about ice. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Let's. All right.
That's a lot of sounds, guy.
Yeah. No, it's they're gonna make as much sense as this joke. A school district in Virginia has decided to take the term biological sex out of sex ed. Conservatives were fine with it until they learned that biological sex had nothing to do with germs fucking. I told you it was bad. I told you.
I don't even.
I told you. That's what it's bad.
I don't even want to get it.
I don't want you to get it at this point.
That joke was like trying to figure out one of those 3D pictures. You're like, okay, I know it's supposed to be a cactus, but goddamn if it's not just a lot of dots.
Look, my jokes are abstract art, and if you don't like it, that's on you.
That joke was the test for autism.
Yeah.
Your brain unlocked it. You're
You
on
are
the spectrum.
You are the Van Gogh of comedy. You will die earless and unremembered for many years until your study is
Pull off one ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
good luck.
It's a hell of a museum in Amsterdam, too, all of his shit. I got very stoned. I went there.
Oh, yeah?
It's a good time.
Nice.
That's about it. I just kind of work for them on the side, so I have to work it into
You
most
got any-
podcasts that I do.
You get like 40 bucks.
I got a piece of the Van Gogh Museum.
So if
Yeah,
you're
no, we
using
really need to tap into
Trivago,
that.
use promo code the other mic. Or
Women Star Wars fans are they are mad. They I've written this
That
one
was the
well.
most gas digital beginning to a sentence.
They are mad.
Women Star Wars fans are ruining beef jerky for the white man.
Or as we call them, Star Wars.
So, because the first female droid was premiered in the newest installation, The Last Jedi, the rumors are flying that feminists are pissed because the character just leaked oil for 7 days and just couldn't even. Yeah, there was a long way to get to that.
There was a female droid in that?
There was.
In Solo, I think.
Not
She's
my
like a black
really?
female.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's factually inaccurate and a shitty joke.
Yeah, well, I guess I didn't see it, but I guess there's a whole thing where Lando is trying to fuck a droid or something.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Dave ran out of ideas for those movies.
I don't know. That's a pretty good one.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's a little close to 2018, if you ask me.
All right. Scientists suggest that casual pot use may damage your brain. They're now working on a follow-up study, how to ruin everything for everyone.
Those damn scientists. All right, bring us home, Sagalow.
All right. As a sign of protest, a young woman in Pakistan led a dance in, I can't read my handwriting. In front of a war zone. Several men and women danced for peace in front of a billowing black smoke. Their funerals will be held on Tuesday. Fuck you guys! Suck my dick!
Say the whole
How's
thing.
it feel?
Wait, say the whole thing
Well, you
again
just
without.
said it
without
like a BBC announcer.
I mean, you know what the
We're
problem
supposed
is?
to write anchor
Here's the problem with
material?
you LA comics. You're not real joke writers like we are out in New York. All right? We do hard jokes. You guys are out there doing observation. You got your little notebooks full of stories about the coffee shop. Fuck out of here.
I liked it better when you were like, sometimes a dog is a fart.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I should have just closed with that.
Oh, man. Well, that's the Mexican joke-off, gang.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We'll be right back after something.
Hi, I'm Brett, and I'm one of your local SoCal helpful Honda guys. Here at Honda, we believe in giving back to the community. That's why when we're not selling top-of-the-line Honda automobiles, we're out there doing random acts of helpfulness. Whether it's buying new uniforms for a Little League team, fucking your wife real good, or just handing out $100 bills at the park, we believe the little things make a difference. That's right, the helpful Honda guys go where they're needed. Children's hospitals, soup kitchens, the marriage bed you share with your wife while you're away at work. We're helping old ladies cross the street, and we're helping your wife, Deborah, cross the threshold into untold pleasures of the unfaithful flesh. Come on down to your local Honda dealer today and test drive an all-new Honda CR-V. It comes with power steering, rear-view camera, and just like your wife's ample cooch, it can accommodate 8 passengers, plus luggage and a kayak. That's right, I brought all the helpful Honda guys with me, and we're going to blow the mother of your children's back out so hard, her pussy's going to need an unlimited powertrain warranty. Go to Honda.com. There you can take a look at all our newest models, just like I'm looking at a picture of you and Deborah on your wedding day while I laminate her cervix. Oh, and by the way, I know you can't tell from my voice, but I'm black, so now you have to deal with the fact that I fucked your wife and confront the ugly part of you that thinks that somehow makes it worse. Happy Honda days! And the Mean Boys podcast returns to play around with one of our favorite games. Which of the following?
Woo.
The way this game works, I have a list of things within a category. 3 of them are real. 1 of them is made up. You guys have to figure out which one is made up.
Okay.
And this is an Irish goodbye specific one. So
Maybe to speed it up because we got a lot of people here. Maybe we play Team Mean Boys versus Team fucking whatever. You're
And Brendan will be the lesbian lifeguard.
that works. I also only made 4 rounds to keep it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in the spirit of your podcast being called Irish Goodbye, this is around on Irish deaths. So these are all ways Irish
perfect.
people
Oh,
die.
yeah.
Dude, that's our favorite thing to do.
Either that or complain about it.
Yeah, drink, read a poem everyone pretends they read, and die.
What percentage Irish are you?
Connor McSpadden, pretty fucking high.
Mostly, but yeah, no, I've been working on a bit. Well, because there's this whole thing about how people think that Irish people are slaves too, and just about what terrible slaves we would be. Because like Ireland, and from my experience, I don't know if you guys have been, it's 4.5 million people doing the bare minimum to keep the liquor industry afloat. We're just like fucking miserable.
All right, so round one. Which of the following is not a way an Irish person died? A teenager had a brain hemorrhage when a circus clown swung him by his ankles. B.
No, we don't go to the circus. That's too much.
Yeah,
It's too fun.
There's no way that's real.
B. 21 people drowned to death when a tank of molasses exploded.
For sure.
Okay, yeah.
C. A farmer was crushed to death in his bed when a cow fell through his roof. Or D. A man was throat fucked with an active gas line by the mafia.
Oh, wow.
I would
See,
say
that's why you don't let your wife take the top bunk. Am I right, guys? Women are bovine animals used for milk and semen.
And I want to be clear, all these are real, just one of them happened to a non-Irish person.
Oh, okay.
No shit.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Non-Irish, I'm going to say the circus.
I'm going to say C.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say the cow thing.
Because Irish, we don't have 2-story homes. We keep it low. You know?
Yeah.
But we'll be too tempted to hang ourselves.
But we are herders.
And we also do have thatch roofs that wouldn't support a cow.
And you're having the cow get up there for a while.
We're like, bricks are heavy, and I deserve to be wet when I sleep. So fuck it. You know?
I'm going with the mafia thing because I think that's more of an Italian angle because they're all closet homosexuals.
I
I think
agree.
it was a sexual
Hey,
choice.
take this
Oh, yeah.
pipe.
I agree with.
This is what I wanted from the East Coast podcasters: is white on white racism. It's
Yeah, we said on Top Enforcer, Johnny Secret Faggot.
I think it's.
Billy Downlow's going to take care of him.
I think it's D too because I think that's too lazy. They're too lazy to do something that labor intensive. So that's my logic.
What, get fucked with a pipe?
Well, they got to go get the pipe. They got to get the
The Irish
exhaust.
guy?
They got to
He wasn't.
The Irish guy just had to
Yeah, it
swallow
was the
pipe.
Italian
The Italians
mob
are the one
that
fed it
was-
to them.
Oh, but
And they're
you
hard
said-
workers.
Yeah, they're industrious. They're the backbone of this country.
Wait, you said an Italian mobster did this?
Yeah.
And to an Irish guy.
Oh.
Oh, so that was real?
What's
They're
up?
all
I
real.
lost?
They're all real.
Well, they're all
No,
real,
no.
yeah.
Well, what's the
All right,
one?
so we got our
what's-
guesses. The one that is fake is, that's not Irish, was the farmer crushed to death by the cow.
Yes.
Wow.
That happened in
You know what's
Brazil.
you know what's
I'm on
hilarious?
board.
I saw a different news story like a month ago of that thing happening in Ireland. That was the one for sure.
Yes. Oh,
That makes
shit.
sense. It happened in Brazil since all of their homes are dug into the ground. It's just like an in-ground
Since most
pool.
of their homes are boxes.
I think it was a lady. So I think that was the.
What weird things you do remember.
I know, nothing helpful.
Speaking of ladies, round 2, all chick round. Which of the following is not an Irish death? A mother of 4 died of an allergic reaction after being fucked by a German Shepherd.
Oh, yeah.
That's a family story.
B, a woman driver flipped an automobile in 1869, making her the first person in history to die in a car crash.
Whoa, cool.
C, a woman refused to marry her father, so her father cut off her head. Or D, a woman on a motorcycle was chased off a cliff by a herd of sheep.
Yeah,
I'm going to say the car thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I know Irish people, we don't sharpen our knives. All right. Again, we're going to be too tempted to self-mutilate, so I'm going to go C.
The head cut off one? Yeah, I'm going with
yeah.
the head cut off.
Okay.
Do we guess what country that was from?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, Pakistan.
Yeah.
So we're all going head cut off.
I'm going dog.
You're going dog?
I'm going dog.
You're going dog?
Always bet on dog.
You're all wrong. It was the one with the motorcycle and the sheep.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That sounds like an episode of Wallace and Gromit. It's like so whimsical.
Fun story. The one about the lady getting her head cut off by her dad. That lady ended up becoming the patron saint of incest.
Sanito comes
Yeah, which is apparently a real thing.
What?
Well, yeah, every Italian keeps it in his wallet, you know, because you got to
Yeah.
keep it in the family, all right?
What's her name in case I have a daughter?
I think it's like Saint Dimfa or something.
perfect.
Yeah, it sounds like Chinese food.
Dimfa
But
cannon. My little sweet baby girl.
the Dimfa cannon sounds like a fucking Star Wars weapon.
Yeah. Now, don't use any of those the words you learned on your play date with Aaron Berg's kid, sweetheart.
Aaron Berg and the Light All Bridges on Fire comedy tour.
Right, yeah.
Daddy, what's a spaghetti gorilla? That's what he calls mommy. And he thinks of you as a half-breed abomination, but, you know, it's because he does a lot of steroids and he's running out of the things to get tattooed on him, so he gets cranky.
And in reality, the Jewish half is the abomination.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he's Jewish.
Who needs it?
Yeah.
Round 3.
He's gotten so buff, he's just like really trying to hope people don't remember that he's Jewish. I feel like
Oh, yeah. He's the most in shape Jewish man I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I lost who we're talking about. Who
Aaron
is it?
Berg.
Aaron Berg.
I don't know who that is.
You also did the Monday show when we were at the stand.
Oh, yeah, no, that dude's jacked.
Yeah, he's always smoking
Yeah.
a cigar like a Bond villain. Like
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, no,
He looks like if Pitbull wanted pictures of Spider-Man.
That's real good. All right, round number 3, all mythology round. These are all old ancient Irish myths. Which of the following is not a real Irish death? A wizard was drowned by his servants in a vat of whiskey. B, a queen was killed while she was taking a bath by a man chucking a brick of cheese at her head. C, a warrior pulled out his own intestines and tied himself to a rock.
The brick of cheese, that's also how Keith Carey riots.
No justice, no cheese.
Yeah, he just rubber bands a note to some brie and then
Or D, a king
cleans out the entire fucking the Pepperidge Farm warehouse.
a king angered God, so God killed him by exposing him to sunlight.
Oh, man. I hope
Which could
that-
be Irish or vampire.
That could actually happen, too.
yeah.
Yeah, we can only enter if we're invited. A lot of people don't know that about the Irish. We have no reflections.
I'm thinking that cheese thing.
We don't like garlic because that's a dirty wop seasoning. And we don't see ourselves as being worthy of anything more than a little salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the cheese thing as well.
All right.
Do Irish and Italians have beef? Like in
we
real
do
life?
now. I'm starting it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I've found from being married to an Italian woman is that they have far more beef with us than we do with them. Like,
Yeah, but they also have beef with everyone.
But my wife has been
true.
like, she's been grown and groomed to think Irish people are full of tricks, never trust them. Like, we had to get over it.
Charms leprechaun.
So she grew up correct.
Yeah, I suppose.
When I went to Ireland, we had this like tour guide who's a conspiracy theorist, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, you were with your president with the crocodile tears after those kids got shot," you know. And he was just like, "Oh, the dirty travelers will collecting welfare in 3 different cities, not working a day in their life." And we're just like, "All right, so are these the famine walls from?"
He was the king of Brexit.
yeah. That guy was fucking awesome. Shout out to I don't remember Rudy or something.
Seamus, probably.
Yeah. Anyway,
Racist Declan.
I don't give a shit. I'm going to say A.
All right.
I'm going to say the intestine dude to the rock.
Cool. The bullshit one was the drowned by the servants in the vat of whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
What
about that
folklore
one.
is that
makes
one?
sense.
It's all Irish, weird, fake bullshit. They have like all this like fake like Greek mythology, but for dudes in skirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
It's,
right.
it's a lot like it's like poison videos, but we drew them on cave walls.
Also, the intestine thing was just about an Irish hungover guy.
Vomited all the outside. It's like, oh, fuck it.
It's ended.
If I tie myself to the bar, they got to keep serving. All
I need grease.
right, and last one, all real or all fake. These are either all from Ireland or all from somewhere else. A gambling enthusiast was stabbed by a rooster with a knife taped to its leg. B, an employee at a new factory became the first person ever killed by a robot. C, a nobleman
It was
died of
Donald
laughter.
Glover. The police saw him trying to harass that beautiful droid.
C, a nobleman died of laughter watching a donkey try to eat a fig. Or
That's something that's happened to me on this podcast.
Yeah.
Keith slipped when he tried to get his Baby Bell cheese open. I herniated myself with amusement.
man, I went to my friend's house and she had like these little like just like singular cheese in a cup, and I was so bummed at how excited I got.
Oh, yeah,
I was
dude.
like, this is the future.
Yeah, it's like when a kid gets Dippin' Dots for the first time at his birthday, and he's like, "Holy shit!"
This is how astronauts pay too much for ice cream. Or D, a golfer's club snapped in half mid-swing, bounced funny, and impaled his groin.
Oh yeah, it's
I would
got to
say
be
it's
all.
I'm
all
gonna
Irish.
I'm gonna actually
Irish.
say it's all not Irish because of one of them was way too the robots. There's no robots in Ireland. We're not nearly that technologically savvy. There's not a fucking chance.
Rats in foil
That
around
shit's
Scotsman.
like that shit's like Germany or something like that. That's what that
I'm saying they're all Japanese.
No, I think what happened is a guy was, got his foot eaten by a Roomba, and then just.
yeah, and then just called it.
And his neighbors were like, never liked him anyway. I'm not calling shit.
I think all Irish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go all Irish.
The right answer, none of those are Irish. Half of them are American, half of them are somewhere in Europe. Yeah, that one, the one with the guy getting killed at the cockfight happened right by where we did the Denny's show, actually. Fresno crowd, baby.
Also, if you've seen a cockfight, you know all the roosters have a knife taped to their legs, so that's how
Yeah.
it goes.
We realize
Well, that's actually cheating.
No, it's not. It's in. I was at a cockfight in Basel.
Yeah, that's like
There should
standard
be-
cockfight procedure.
There should be an asterisk next to Enrique the Cock Johnson's
Yeah,
victory records, in
They
my
said it's
opinion.
more-
yeah. Look how big
Yeah.
his head had gotten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude,
you know?
one of our roommates came home the other day and was just like, Yo, for real, they run in a cockfight down the street.
Oh my god! Well, I mean, you walk
Look,
down
there's just
here,
like a bunch of like Mexicans like blocking off the street like in like suits, and they're just like letting people into a backyard who are dressed way too nice for a quinceanera.
You should go to it and like put it on your Patreon.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We were like, can we?
Really?
Like, hey, we're cool, man. Like we couldn't be less
genius.
cops.
We're like, dude, we'd hide from water and power too.
Yeah, I don't. You think? You don't think they're gonna let us into the cockfight?
I think it's worth trying.
I want to
mean,
go call it like a WWE announcer.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
they would shoot us.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Let's be honest, guys. We can't afford the cover to that costume.
We should just dress Tom as a rooster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, well that was
That's a fantastic idea.
yeah. That
I
was
can
what
beat
you
the fuck out of a
You just
chicken.
have fucking kitchen knives on your toes.
Yeah.
One of those doctor gloves taped to your fucking...
He has to keep fighting, and there's just different fat cholos with sharp
he
things
loses.
attached to them.
Yeah.
You lose to a rooster.
Dude, if I got killed by a rooster, I'd be so. That's maybe the dumbest way to fucking die is get murdered by a rooster while fighting a rooster.
Yeah.
Dressed as a rooster.
Yeah, dressed as a rooster.
that guy was cockadoodle doomed.
The Mean Boys Podcast. Yeah, I need to get off our back. I've covered shifts for 3 people this week.
Oh, me too. And they still chew us out for everything that went wrong before we got there.
I should send a letter to corporate.
Yeah, like they give a shit.
Did you forget your smokes?
Oh no, I'm all right.
You want to bum one?
Nah, it's cool. I quit. It just there's a lot of health risks.
Yeah, I guess. But also, like, who gives a shit?
I mean, I used to feel that way, but it caught up with me. My body took a beating.
Suit yourself. Yeah, sorry. Can I help you?
I don't know. I'm just going for a walk with my newborn baby, and now I have to deal with you polluting my air.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to smoke out of the way of everyone walking. I'm like 10 feet away from you.
Did you just backtalk me?
Hey, everyone. This smoker just backtalked a new father. Get him.
Ah, stop, please. This hurts. Stop hitting me.
You knew the dangers of smoking. Please.
Secondhand smoking hurt people, asshole.
You already know the dangers of smoking: death, bad teeth, heart failure, lung cancer. But also know the other risks, which include random aggression from strangers, passive aggression from strangers, fat people telling you how unhealthy you are, people not wanting to have sex with you, your family being disappointed in you, getting health advice from people you don't respect, your girlfriend leaving you, and worrying about showering too much. Maybe while they're distracted, I can take a drag.
Hey, I'm the baby. Wah, wah, wah. Put it out, bitch.
Smoking is for fucking losers. Except for Tom and Keith.
And the Mean Boys podcast is back, and it's time for the Mean Boys mailbag.
It's a Mean Boys mailbag. Fuck everything. God is dead. Send us an email or give us a call. Have you ever heard the one about keeping the dog? It's a motherfucking Mean Boys mailbag.
Well, we're going to read your questions. No voicemails because we don't have a nice enough studio to do it with 6 people.
This is my favorite windowless studio I've ever been in.
Oh, yeah. No, we borrowed equipment so we could have all of you on. I hope,
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
We
guys-
appreciate the effort.
I hope you feel like you're imposing. You are.
Well, it's also funny because it's like this room is already like always too crowded and too hot, and we're like, you know what would make it better is just
Dwayne
The
The Rock
for no
Johnson.
reason.
Oh yeah, we do have a cardboard cutout of The Rock that Opie was frantically texting us like, who's available to come transport The Rock to the house? And I was like, I'm not driving from San Diego.
Which sounds like a drug deal and not the stupidest thing
Yeah.
I've ever done.
yeah.
Do you have the Twitter up or the Insta?
Yeah. So Nick Canones writes, "Is a hot dog a sandwich?" Fucking shut. If you the kind of person that thinks that is a funny question to ask, you should shut up and stop asking questions. That's
And thanks for listening.
And that's our only question.
fucking. He's
He's just sitting there listening with Mean Boys clothing on.
Yeah.
Go
Starts
play,
crying.
Go play
Just
cards
burning
against,
it like a flag that's
Yeah.
being taken out of service.
Sending
go-
you all little hot dogs with ribbons on them, like personally
go
made.
kill your girlfriend like Stan from Eminem and to peel all your Tom Goss stickers off your toolbox or the fucking motorcycle repair shop you work at and go buy the new expansion pack to Cards Against the Humanity because of course it's a sandwich. No, I'm kidding.
How dare you?
It's not a sandwich.
No.
Where do you guys fall?
Yeah, no, not at all.
No,
The first
it's a
time
food.
that kind of came up in the last year or two, right? People have been
Yeah, it's
arguing
become a thing.
The merits of whether a hot dog is. It's so fucking bougie. Beat it.
It's the same thing as like people who are like, "Oh, my least favorite word is moist." I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not. That's just something you heard one person say and thought it was a personality
Right.
trait.
That was a.
It's like, look at me, I'm quirky.
It's something
yeah.
Seth MacFarlane tweeted in 2012, and then you guys were like, "Wow, that's so random."
Yeah, I bet your favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard too. You fucking wiener.
And I bet you take all your Instagrams with a pizza that you never eat.
Hashtag pizza cat.
Well, yeah, that's the only way to eat this West Coast pizza. Am I right, you guys?
Yeah.
Fuck your food.
Fuck
Feed
this
it to the trash can.
You fucking macaroni rascals.
You call this a bagel?
Yeah, dude. Have you guys met Burrito Rat yet? He's a big hit out here.
Yeah.
He's got half a burrito, and he's a meme sensation.
Burrito Rat runs the cockfight down the street.
Yeah. Burrito Red was most of the people I saw living on the streets of Venice, I feel like.
Most of the people in
They were
this
just burrito
neighborhood are
rats.
burrito rats.
He's the #1 street artist in Echo Park. Burrito Rat.
Did you guys go to Venice fucked up?
We
What are
got
you, a
fucked
cop?
up in Venice. Yeah.
I
We
got a
didn't-
DUI in a gondola. It was insane.
Last time I went to Venice, I watched a guy get shot in the head. So
Really?
Oh, shit.
yeah, there was a shooting outside of a comedy show.
Oh, you actually saw the?
Yeah, no, I was smoking a cigarette and I was like, a lot of commotion over there. And then I saw 3 gunshots.
Was it Venice
Damn.
Underground?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the show we did.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Oh, it's a
it's a
great
real good
show.
show when no one dies.
Yeah. Well, Brendan did time, so. It was a good.
gonna break someone's neck.
That was just fucking Mr. Baseball over here, right across the plate.
I know, and we'd try to break your neck, but we can't find it.
You can break whichever chin is lowest.
I'd have to
Whichever
go.
chin sagged the lowest.
I'd have to go.
Your fingers would just go inside and you'd get stuck like quicksand.
Yeah, because you have a fucking memory foam head. You big
It's like going through a fleshy Stargate.
You know, you can jump on.
When I
Brendan.
was born, it came out like a Casper mattress.
Oh yeah. No, and if you hold Brendan's neck up to a newspaper, you can copy the print.
You can jump on Brendan and not spill a glass of wine. Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
Keith
yeah.
is also fat, everybody.
But you're going to need several glasses of
remember that.
wine to jump on Brendan.
Let's just remember that.
Just all remember that, please.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm fat all the time. You're new fat.
Oh, you used to not be fat?
Yeah, he's let
No,
himself
I just
go.
meant he's never been here before. I'm sure you've been- No, you have the lived-in comfort of a man who's been fat for a while.
I've been
Like,
chubby for a long time.
yeah, no, give me
What is this chubby shit? You're fat, bro. You're fucking
Trying
fat.
to have dignity.
Trying to dilute
I've been.
the insult.
I call myself handsome husky.
Yeah,
for a
you're
long
beautiful.
time.
Don't let him make fun of you.
As a
And
punchy
you'd look great with one
American,
ear.
I
Dude.
think representate. You need to respect fat spaces, okay? You guys,
Hometown buffet, Golden Corral.
if you're in front of me in line at Jersey Mike's, you better know what you want to order because I have no time for hemming and hawing. If my blood sugar drops, I'll throw a big tantrum and start. I don't know what you guys.
You're
said.
describing you now.
Yeah, pretty much. Kendama Odyssey writes, "What's the most ridiculous place you ever had a breakup?"
Okay, at a hometown buffet, actually.
Really?
That's a real thing.
Yeah, but talk to your mic.
Oh yeah, I thought it was me and a girl I was dating for a little while. I went to hometown buffet we were like, let's fuck, then go to get food, and then go fuck some more.
Yeah.
And then she was like, yeah, I don't think I like you anymore. And just laughed. And
I
was
like that.
All right,
Keith's
well,
all
I'm
right,
gonna keep eating.
Keith's like, if you want to go 2 rounds and eat some chicken fried steak that I have to tong over to my fucking mountain of calories.
And it was this thing of like, I just got pretty aggressively dumped, and the question is, am I going back for more mac and cheese? And the answer is, of course I was. It was a real like just the old drunk in the fedora at the bar. Just I'll tell you when I've had enough. Leave the tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've only ever been dumped on like the phone or at the girl's house. You know, mostly the phone.
You
so.
never got a goofy one.
Dude, the phone sucks. People should not. I think that's fucking bullshit when people do that.
Yeah, and well, then we broke up in person, and then everyone's crying, and she's like, "Is this better? Do you wish we?" Yeah. And I was like, "God damn, dude! Like, you got to fucking twist the knife on this shit." I did get dumped right before I had to take a 24-hour Greyhound to Portland, Oregon, to go be an on-site for NACA. So basically, what you have to do for that is you try to get people to vote for you. If you get enough votes, you get to perform. I was an alternate, and I was like, well, I'll run for onside. Maybe I'll get up, book some colleges, turn my life around.
Yeah.
But what happened was I had basically had to sleep sitting up next to a Norteño gang member who was constantly like just vibrating, you know, like a chihuahua kind of. And I had all
I got so much murder in my balls.
High from the meth he bought next door to this house.
and you had to have like little like trinkets to give the kids to bribe them to vote for you. So I had a joke about tampons. So I had a bunch of tampons, but I used a label maker to put my Twitter and like my agency information on them. So I'm just holding a fucking big paper bag of tampons, putting labels on them, just like crying on the bus, just like, oh man, I really am a Greyhound guy now. Like the Greyhound has taken me as one of its own.
Arts and crafts, crying. You've hit all the boxes. That's it.
A photo of you the moment your heart breaks, and then that's the ad campaign for the next 6 months.
And I like never drank, and then I got there and I was just like getting drunk in the snow off like Mike's Hard Lemonade and just like getting into fights with Opie and Damien in a hotel room where I had to sleep with like 6 other people.
Greyhound, we'll get you to the hell you deserve.
I was literally like, I've never tried to drink my emotions away, so I went over to the liquor store and I was like, what's the saddest booze? And I got like the Pop-Off vodka because I saw Doug Stanhope do a bit about it. I was like, this seems like the kind of like dirty fucking gutter swill I deserve right now. And I was like, oh, it's yucky, and I have a stomach ache, you know? Just a real 21-year-old fucking loser.
What was the weirdest place you guys got dumped? Anywhere good?
Mine in a gymnastics gym, I guess. It's like,
Please tell me she did it from the
And then she bounced away.
She's
And
walking the balance beam. We should see other people flip. Sticks the landing.
And a bunch of other dudes trying to fuck her hold up tens, you know?
10, the third judge's phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird one. This is kind of a weird story, but I slept with one of the mother instructors at the gym.
Okay.
I was like also somehow an instructor. I can't touch my toes. And then I was also trying to sleep with her daughter. The mother, I was like 20. The mother was like 40 to 45. Her daughter was an 18-year-old member of their team.
Okay.
And so she like found out that was happening and flipped out in front of kids, been like, don't you dare fuck him! I fucked him! And like, all these kids,
it was right under that big rainbow parachute thing.
That's where you guys fucked?
Not lying, we fucked on the vault and a cheese mat in the gym.
Wow.
Galaxy Gymnastics, aren't
Cheese mat. You've got Keith's attention.
I was going to say Cheese Matt is Brendan's name.
That was my screen name.
That's where Brendan does his laundry at the cheese mat. He puts it in a fondue pot. No, he opens up the little thing and he dumps in a little tub of Parmesan.
Yeah.
A Tide Pod is just like a pizza roll.
I don't think I have any good ones. Chipotle parking lot, but I haven't had many breakups, and they've been pretty fucking standard.
Yeah.
Pretty standard and heartbreaking.
That was the quiet whisper that says, I have a great one, but I don't want to talk about it.
I saw a girl
really
get
don't.
dumped at a fucking Burger King. And she was crying, and I was like, if a guy's dumping you at Burger King, like this is not a sad day, honey. This is the first day of the rest of your life, sweetheart.
What was the best case scenario? The guy who's taking you to Burger King for a date continues dating you?
Yeah.
Yeah, gets you the crown. He leaves. He puts the crown on his head and walks out.
And now I'm...
We'll always have McNuggets.
That's like if like Beyonce was a supervillain. That's her origin story. She's like, never again will I be
dumped in Burger King.
dumped so close to chicken fries.
They were in the drive-thru.
No, they were dining in the restaurant, actually.
I know, I was kidding.
Yeah, no,
there's more to that thought.
They were in the restaurant.
You don't dine at a Burger King. You eat at a Burger King.
You survive a Burger King.
You dine at a Burger King. You put the napkin in your lap. All right. You ask to see the wine list every time. It's not funny. You keep doing it. All right. Do you have / what is your current summer jam? I've been listening to DMX's Greatest Hits a lot. I've been enjoying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I listen to the Growlers just all summer because it's just like chill enough music that it makes me forget I'm dying of fucking sweat poisoning.
Yeah.
Sweat poisoning.
Dude, I literally,
no, it's
literally
Latin
from
name, fatitis.
from mid-April to like mid-October, I cannot function as a human being. I
guarantee however much you sweat, Mike sweats 3 times as much as you.
Yeah, he's probably sweating right now.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Dude, you're wet as hell.
Yeah, I would say you're moist, but that's the most gross word.
Well, I'm going to take my pizza and go take a pic outside.
Yeah, dude, I got to put a paper towel on you before I eat you. Because you're a snack, Mike. You're a little snack.
That's a new term. Like,
Oh, yeah.
right? I think I saw that on like 3 people's things, and I'm like, I guess that's happening. And I just,
I had to
whatever happened to whore? That was good enough for so long.
my uncle does his stand up, and that is dangerously close to one of his bits.
Well, your uncle does stand-up?
Whatever happened to
He
who?
started recently.
Wait,
Nice.
just started?
Yeah, he was inspired by my success. 2 of my uncles did stand up, and my dad went back to acting since I started doing
Man,
comedy.
dude.
Yeah,
Man.
that's Irish support.
Yeah, that's so much more
This
depressing.
asshole can do it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's more depressing than if you were like, "Oh, my family is on drugs."
Well, and I also found out that when my dad used to be an actor, and while he started getting some traction, his dad randomly went out and got headshots done. So this is a long line of mental illness.
a long line of parents stealing the bounce off the trampoline from their children.
What a bunch of petty goons.
That is exactly right.
Just fucking the envious flunks. Okay. Anyone else have any summertime jams?
I don't know what the song is, but I've been singing this one line all week, which is the Kanye tweaking off that 2CB, huh?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
That's
I don't know
the song
what
is called
song.
I Thought About Killing You Today. As a member of the All Right, I do love Kanye West.
I support his views.
I've
Yeah.
been listening to a lot of like pop goes punk.
Oh, I love that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
like the covers.
All right, that's enough fat bonding. How are you spending
I've
your...
been just listening to burgers all day. Just
You have them on your head like they're beats. Meats by Dre.
Yeah, meats by Brendan.
Yeah.
by Dre.
You're like, check out my AirPods, Brendan. Those are croutons.
Yeah, I've been bouncing from like Glass Animals and Elliott Smith to Slipknot and Nine Inch Nails. I've been all over the
There's
fuck.
nothing funnier than Tom looking like this, just in tap-out shorts and no
Oh,
shirt,
no shirt.
lumbering into the backyard the other day, just going, "Dude, I fucking love Elliott Smith." I'm like, "Are you sure? Do you mean I love beating up dudes who like Elliott Smith?"
I was listening to the Smiths the other night, and the girl came over to have sex, and I had him on, and she's like, "Well, we're not fucking to the Smiths, Connor." This is not.
Every girl I've ever seen you have sex with, like, looks like they would be fucked to the Smiths.
I mean, that's when I had a lot of my early sex to the Smiths. When the first time we lived together, you know.
Yeah.
But
What are you fucking to now? Just exclusively the Guardians of the Galaxy
only the
soundtrack?
Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
Every time I walk by his bedroom and hear ELO and vague squeaking, I know a woman is being disappointed.
I mean, honestly, it was a great fuck soundtrack until we got to the Ooga Shakas, and I was like, I can't eat pussy to this. This is not sensual music. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't know. What do you guys fuck to?
I don't do music when I fuck.
The sounds of a crying woman?
Yeah.
Digital custom? I fucked to Ralph Sutton and talking about CBD oil and its many health benefits.
I fucked to this girl put on this Sugar Ray Pandora station.
Well, you like the
It was
sugar,
a
of
lot.
course.
I could have said any other band.
Yeah, I've been listening to
It was Sugar Ray. It was
I,
Sugar
believe,
Ray.
I appreciate your
I wish
truth.
I even thought of it. Don't say
Your
sugar.
fat
Don't say
truth.
sugar.
Yeah. What's his big song?
What, Sugar Ray?
Fly.
He's got a bunch.
Yeah, Fly was the best
every
one.
He's
morning.
got- does he really have a bunch?
he
Mike?
does.
Does
He really does.
have
They're a band.
countless hits?
Yeah.
E.
Yeah, it's not a solo performance.
It's sort of like Blondie is not a band. or
yeah,
Blondie's
Mark
a band.
McGrath is the
He's
man's
a
name.
celebrated serious host.
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking awesome.
That's what that company does. They
the
just
guy.
hire
Okay, I like
ex-famous
you
people.
guys are shitting on a platform more legitimate than your own.
I disagree. We cost more per month, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
Our overhead is wildly high.
well, yeah. Now Gas Digital is now standard in every Volkswagen in America.
Yeah.
The most racist car.
Yeah.
Every car that was invented by a Nazi, it comes with a free month of Gas Digital off the factory line.
That's a
No,
great
it comes with
business
just
idea.
Lewis sitting in the passenger seat talking to you.
Oh yeah.
You pop the trunk, Tim Dillon's in there.
Doggy, can I put my penny board in your cup holder? Do you have a favorite context-dependent memory, i.e. a memory linked to a specific smell or place or person or taste, etc.? Like what happens to Ego at the end of Ratatouille. What a weird...
Why does Ratatouille keep coming up on this fucking show?
I don't know.
Movie.
It's fine. It's just a week. It's like the third week in a row it's popped up.
Has it really?
Yeah, because we had the whole macaroni rascal thing last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The inside of a McDonald's, like, and that smell is like you can. I can even if I'm on a train with somebody who has a bag of McDonald's, that smell of those fries or whatever. That's like I used to eat that every day.
This is a rude one, and it's going to sound very crass, but it's accurate. The first one of the first girls I had sex with, she didn't clean her butthole very well, so I remember like eating her pussy, and it smelled kind of shitty down there, you know. And I remember after she dumped me, I started doing stand up comedy. I walked into a porta potty, and I was like, man, I miss her, you know. Like the poop made me nostalgic for her.
You're just hanging like a butthole scented air freshener in your room. And getting wistful.
Somebody farted, and I was like, oh, her smile, you know.
That must be how gay guys feel all the time.
Just somebody rips ass.
Is that Kevin?
Jeffrey?
Oh, that's good East Coast podcasting right there. The water makes it better. How are you spending your Canada Day today? By finding out it's Canada Day from you on Twitter.
Canada Day, the official holiday of... I forgot the thing I was going to reference.
There you go.
The moist thing.
Poutine?
Whatever. I don't know. Everyone's gay.
Yeah.
There you go.
What do you want me to tell you, man? I ran out of steam on that.
That was a Brendan Sagalow classic right there.
That's a great run out of steam. I'm going to steal that. Every time I run out of steam, everybody's gay.
Keith can't podcast for more than an hour in the summertime. We have to put him in the shade like an iPhone when you leave on your car dashboard.
He's overheating,
Yeah. You got to put him in a bag of rice, you know? You better be fried
His
rice.
body has lost structure in the last 20 minutes.
I've amoeba'd out in a big way, dude.
Yeah, you're like Flubber. It's,
Oh, man, we got to recast Keith. Get the mold.
Fuck.
When Gak got too hot.
Yeah, I'm a creepy crawler that wasn't finished in the oven.
You're like a jail pudding.
Well, yeah, Gak had some good jokes, but he won Last Comic, and he didn't have enough time to headline, so...
Gak fan.
What is the youngest age you would suggest someone try psychedelics? I don't know, dude. This isn't fucking Duncan Trussell's podcast.
I think college, maybe.
19, the youngest.
I've never done it. I have no real desire to do it.
Here's what you do. You
Done
do
it,
like
loved
I
it,
do.
we'll do it again.
You smoke salvia out of a soda can when you're 18. The ground gets shaky, then you eat a PB&J made out of a hot dog bun. That's when you really learn
Oh, so that's when a hot dog is a sandwich.
the secrets of the universe.
Yeah.
I've never really done them. I guess I did
You
mushrooms.
did mushrooms out in Joshua Tree.
Yeah, Jessica and I did mushrooms. We did them in Vegas one time, and that was a bit too much
That
because you
sounds
don't
a
want to
lot.
make
That is
peace
too
with
much.
God outside of a gigantic Arby's. You know,
It's overkill.
you don't want to be like, oh my God, the Pawn Stars puppets are whispering the secrets of life to me.
Now let's shoot a gun.
Yeah, I guess I don't know, probably late teens, I suppose.
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
one to do it.
I didn't do it till I was out of college, and I think it helped me. It definitely helped me through, shitty times for sure.
Okay.
Never done them.
See, I feel like there's really no amount of enlightenment worth being the psychedelics guy. You know?
No.
Yeah, you seem happy,
Fucking
but God
no.
damn it, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Okay?
You met God, but now you play in a fucking drum circle. It's not worth it.
Everyone I've ever talked to who's like, dude, mushrooms will change your life is the worst person
I
I've
got to
ever
go to my sitar class.
Yeah. The guy, I had a conversation with a guy one time. I'll never fucking forget this. I was like, well, yeah, do you believe in God? And he's like, I've met him. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
Oh, that's the worst.
oh my God.
For me, that guy is never even like a real like
I've
spiritual
met
hippie.
her.
It's always like, oh yeah, I'm going on a vision quest, and then
Yeah.
they go back to work as like a copy editor for BuzzFeed.
Well, and
I'm just like, oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
suck.
yeah.
I'm better at writing listicles now.
Yeah, now I can tell you 20 reasons why The Office literally can't even. Like,
when I did mushrooms, I remember I was laying out in Joshua Tree looking at the stars, and like all the stars started turning into little sperms. You know, they became the head of a sperm. They're swimming around, and they start like running towards some big cosmic egg. But we're out like on like
You were
a
just getting
farm
jizzed on
property.
your face.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be funny if I came to and just the guy I rented the Airbnb from was like, "Hey, how you doing, pretty boy?" But yeah, and then we were right next to like a goat farm, and then I just heard like I came down from the psychedelic high, just hearing these goats raping the shit out of each other, and I was just like, "Wow, man, maybe we are just all drops in the ant." You know? And I was like, "Oh yeah, enlightenment's bullshit." Well, that's pretty much the mailbag, guys. Fucking dudes, you're great. Brandon, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
about the
keep
whole
calling
podcast.
him Brandon.
It's all right. It's
I said Brendan.
It's Brendan.
Yeah.
Bradley,
That's
you were
okay.
great.
Good
Thanks.
job, Amy.
Bryant, you're fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lots
but-
of names start with B. You guys were rad. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having
What
us.
do you guys want to
Fucking
plug?
great.
You got any dates coming up?
Yeah, my website has the dates.
You can catch me harassing a woman on the train.
wearing gas merch.
Yeah.
So follow me on Twitter at I am Mike Cannon. It's the same all across, and I have an album. I think it just kicked in on.
It's about mushrooms.
On everything. Yeah,
Oh,
that
fuck yeah.
joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Go fucking stream it on Spotify.
Yes.
Give the man your thousandth of a cent.
Please do. I would love it.
At I am Mike Feeney on all social media, MikeFeeneyComedy.com. And check out Irish Goodbye Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a great
You get
show.
me at BrianSaganov.com. No, Brendan Sagalow on everything. And listen to my podcast, the stupid little podcast.
That's
Presented
Bert,
by Amy
that's
Schumer.
Bert Saggy Tits, famously bumped by Natasha Leggero, who is not even as famous as Amy Schumer, so it makes him even more of a loser. You can come see us in the Pacific Northwest. Dates being announced soon. Get on the email list. Let us know where you are. We want to come see you guys. As for me personally, you come see me in Los Angeles the 27th at Unnecessary Evil at the West Side Comedy Theater. And I got some fucking shit in San Diego in August and whatever. I'll get to it later.
Yeah, we're also going to be at Skankfest in New York.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we'll be there too.
Yeah,
We're all on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's there.
That's when we're going to play our big charity cornhole game to decide who has the whitest podcast.
We're actually hosting a beer pong tournament there as well.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
awesome.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Can you play if you can't drink?
What's the
if your
over under
partner
on
drinks
number
for
of
you?
What's the over under
No,
on
you
number?
give it to your partner.
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, I'll drink your beer.
But it doesn't
Okay.
change
Fuck
his level of inebriation.
Yeah, it's got to affect.
All right, well,
Yeah,
Tom, we
can't
give
drink.
Tom
We'll give
one
you
more.
mescaline.
We give him one more concussion every time he misses.
Yeah.
Just hit him in the head with one of those Dr. Reflex hammers.
Yeah, we do give him the Three Stooges. You want one lumps of two, you know?
Just make him hold his breath for a little too long.
I got pancreatitis, so I can drink like twice a year,
Yeah.
but I fucking love beer pong.
Yeah.
I love throwing
Save it
stuff
up
and
then.
stuff.
Yeah, this is your one time. Yeah.
I think the New York Police Department is just like stocking up on rape kits because they're like Skankfest is next weekend. We got to make sure we have enough.
I mean, we're still going to leave.
Stop
him on
worrying
the
about that
shelf.
murder.
because wage slaves from all over the country have been saving up all year to go look at Dave Smith in the flesh for a few fleeting moments at the Brooklyn Bazaar.
The rape kit officer is like, all right, everybody get ready to really go through the motions this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to use them all on Jamie Kilstein's mouth. After he's mobbed by guys who are mad he's not edgy enough again.
Also, if you're in Fresno, California, you can see me July 27th and 28th at DeChico's in Clovis, and then I'll be out in the Northwest with Connor and Tom first week's August.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be at headlining to Chico's. I think the 18th and the 19th. I don't have my phone on me, so I can't confirm that. But
Keeping your perfect streak of never once understanding how to plug.
I understand how to plug. I just don't have the resources right now. It's a different problem.
The resources.
Yeah, the phone. Yeah.
So, 140 episodes in.
I'll see you guys at Skankfest.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for coming in. You guys are great.
Thanks again.
Fuck you up.
Fuck everything, God is dead.
I don't know. I'm just going for a walk with my newborn baby, and
Hello, I'm a big gay fag, and this is my son.
that I made with my dick and my pussy.
This is my son, Julius Dairy Queen.
choice.